Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Saladino.
Because I want to be able to enjoy playing the game without my life being threatened, without my body being threatened, because I'm existing as a woman. And men are the ones making it unsafe.
If you really feel threatened, get out of the space. That's the thing. So if she really felt unsafe, she wouldn't be in this space streaming and trying to make money off of simps. The thing is, this isn't about being or feeling unsafe. It's just a woman who is mad at people talking shit to her in the first place. She doesn't want men in male spaces who don't make her feel like a queen. That's it. In her Twitter bio, it says, of course there's pronouns, but it says, streamer focused on inspiring and empowering women in competitive gaming. That's the thing. She's trying to change the space for her and other women. How are you going to be empowered and in a competitive space if you can't even deal with people shit talking you? So, Ashley Parrish was by far the worst of the three on that Black Girl Gamers Online Summit. And this was probably the worst thing that she said.
And the one thing I will say is that it would help for these big publishers to just maybe one time go like, we don't really rock with you guys. You don't speak for us. We have done the things that, we wanted to do, and this is what it looks like. And if you don't like that, that's fine. There has to be, we have to divorce ourselves from like offending people who might purchase our games, right? Like they don't really say that because they don't want to really step in the shit, and I don't really blame them for it. But at the same time, we have to get comfortable with telling people, if you don't like this shit, then it's not for you, and you can go elsewhere, and that not everything has to be for you, and that this is a game that we decided that we wanted to make, and we're very happy with it, and we're happy with all the choices that we made. And if that's something that bothers you, you go elsewhere, right?
It's so
letting the people know that they're not welcome is probably the best thing we can do.
Letting men know in their own spaces that they're not welcome. This is what feminism and activism and so-called game journalism is all about. This is what anti-woke gamers are pushing back against. Not diversity, not black women just existing, not gay people just existing, not even trans people just existing. Feminists have terraformed male spaces to make it their own, and then turn around and tell men it's not for them. And then to add insult to injury, you have women like this going, if men's health mattered to men, they'd be creating safe spaces for themselves and each other, pursuing therapy and creating community. Instead, they perpetuate the very behaviors, systems that have handicapped them in the first place, refuse to support or create community amongst each other, severely damage the women in their lives who try to care for them, and attack women online for not doing the work for them in replies to tweets like the one below. LOL. Refuse to support or create community amongst each other.
Oh my God! God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Just so we're clear, this girl's tweet got 160,000 likes as a response to another post that simply stated, men's mental health matters. We are officially cooked.
And so we did have our own safe space. There were no girls on Xbox Live, let's be honest. And now people are getting banned because of voice, oh, you said the wrong word. Of course, I'm joking around a little bit, but what I'm saying is that women have come into male spaces systematically for the last 20 years and then demanded that the male spaces be made more approachable and accessible to them. And I think that gaming is a great example of that.
So, Critical Drinker, a birthday party clown apparently, for having a space for men to get together and shoot the shit with friends and colleagues about their shared interests, quote retweeted this humanoid's original tweet. People like you made it literally impossible for men to have any spaces, hobbies, clubs, interests, groups, or social spaces of their own. People like you mandated that women must be included in everything they think and do. And now, people like you berate them for not having the very things they're prevented from having. People like you are the problem. Denisha replied to this tweet, and just to show you how crazy women like this are, how obnoxious, she goes, LMAO, and I've noticed this. I've noticed this in my comments, and I've seen it online as well elsewhere. This thing where when cancel pigs, they do LMAO or LOL on a tweet or reply when they're actually really seething, but they're pretending that they're unbothered. So they do this thing where you say something like Drinker said, and then her reply is LMAO, like ha ha ha, LOL. It's like, all right, you're seething. You're mad that we're talking about this subject. You want us to shut up. And I just think it's ironic they do this LMAO or LOL thing, like they're pretending that they're not mad. And they're always talking about mental health and how men need to express themselves. But they always try to sound smug and superior when they're replying to people they don't agree with. And the difference between that, so it's like the CEO of Sabre. He can make a comment about something that he's actually involved with. Talk about Space Marines. As we wanted Space Marines 2 to be like, Halo or Gears of War. We wanted to make an old school type of game, which is just about fun and not all this extra stuff where they're trying to impose a moral on the gamer and all that stuff. That's not what, I remember and like about games. And somebody like that, the cancel pigs will go after her and try to destroy, and they'll show their, teeth. But when a chud calls them out directly, like Drinker did to this person, they go LMAO or LOL. It's so full of shit. But anyway, she goes, when did I evade this spaces or mandate my inclusion? Nobody said that, you idiot. He literally said people like you. Your first tweet, your OG tweet was about generalizing men and saying that men don't know how to create communities and can't create communities and they don't care about mental health. Now you're saying, he said people like you, and your stupid ass is saying, when did I do it? Again, blaming women you do not know for your issues. These people are crazy. The brain rot thing is real. Men can make safe spaces for themselves, and instead they create cesspools on Reddit and incel forums. I'm laughing because it's like, I love how these shitheads act like just existing as a woman is some kind of important achievement. Cesspools on Reddit and incel forums. No wonder autistic men are now deciding to be trans. Incel these days just means a straight man attracted to women. Or really, men doing anything that doesn't involve women. These women don't have hobbies or interests. Everything they do is in relation to men. They're the real incels. Petty, jealous, emotional incels. They think men should want to be up under them 24/7 and lose their shit when men go and do their own thing. Women can have the view, but men can't have an all-male panel on sports or video games or any male hobby.
Does the friendship mean a lot? Friendship with men?
Oh, yeah, I like that. I think that's one of the pleasures of golf as well. I'm not mad. I don't like playing golf with women, no matter how good they are. I really don't.
Your wife plays golf.
She's a very good golfer, yeah.
You don't like to play with her?
With her, no.
Why not?
Because I don't like playing golf with women.
Why not?
I like the company of men better at golf.
Why?
It's very difficult to explain. It's just it's more pleasurable playing golf with men than women.
Look how mad this bitch is.
Steps away on the shoulder. You adjust the microphone as you talk, man.
I am so sorry to my world. I am so sorry to my world. This is not what we...
I swore when I was preparing the questions for this interview that I would not use the phrase male chauvinist. But you are a male chauvinist, aren't
All right,
you?
and what is a male chauvinist?
Well, it's a guy who it's that whole sort of macho, women are kind of nice as long as they're not too much around and a good whack. And
I never said that. I never said that.
Well, you said you don't mind giving him a little whack.
No,
if
you're
it's the
lifting it
last
right
resort.
out of context.
Okay, then you tell me. So we have
you tell me what you I don't profess to be macho. I don't profess to walk around smacking her. I never smacked my wife.
It's the
I'm
attitude.
saying
It's the attitude.
the attitude. Oh.
This is what they mean when they say women are too emotional. She said she swore she wasn't going to use the phrase male chauvinist. Now she's sitting in front of Connery and he's calmly explaining himself and she's needling him and goading him and he's not rising to it. He's not taking the bait. she now pulls out male chauvinist as if that's supposed to piss somebody off. Like somebody's supposed to feel bad about being called a male chauvinist. It's like, today when we talk about how these activists and cancel pigs say, you're a racist, you're a homophobe, you're a transphobe. It's like, okay, fine, whatever, I don't care. She's trying to get him to have this emotional response so she can show everybody, you see, he's acting calm and he's sounding reasonable, but he's just a male chauvinist pig and men are dangerous.
You mean my attitude should be different when I'm talking about women?
Okay.
Oh,
it's
what do you
just,
mean?
well,
She's so full of shit. She would have fit in perfectly on this panel.
I don't like playing golf with women. That's a crime. I don't go and insist playing with them. So why should they come insist playing with me? Also, in the golf club, when there's a room for men only, I think it's terrific. And why would they want to go in if they're not wanted there? Eh? Now, I suppose I could go and say, well, where's the ladies' club here? I must go and get some games of these wonderful 36 handicappers. And, you know what I mean?
equal time.
Coming up with
equal rights.
Yeah.
She is so fucking pissed. And the funny thing about it is, she's not even as mad at him talking about having slapped women he's been in relationships with in the past who've pushed him to it. She's not even that mad at him about that. I mean, I'm sure she's mad up to a point, but there's this thing when women would rather be hit by a man than if you hang up on them in an argument on the phone or something. They'd lose their mind if you hang up on them. But if you slap them, it's one of those things where they have a passionate situation. And we're not talking about abuse, domestic abuse, talking about like Connery says in that interview, and you can check out the full clip on that. I'll leave a link in the description box. But she's not even really mad at him about that. She's more mad at him because he doesn't want to golf with women and that he enjoys male-only spaces in the company of men. Women really do believe they improve a man's life just by showing up. They just coming into the room, come into the space. Hi, guys. And everybody's supposed to go, oh, yeah, oh, my God.
Hey guys.
That is not normal. And that's not how the old COD days were, because I promise you, as a man, you have never had somebody throw on the basis of your gender. That doesn't happen. You can say it happens. You're lying. I'm sorry.
Men can't form clubs or have communities or even hobbies on the basis of their gender. And going into this hobbies thing, there's now this new thing, this new argument where people are saying, and I say people because there are men saying this too, male feminists. People are saying, women didn't invent your hobby. They were women who loved Star Wars from the beginning. But that doesn't prove your point, stupid. That proves ours. Women invading male hobbies doesn't mean women enjoying the hobby. It means changing the hobby to appeal to feminists in a female demographic. It's not this. It's this. Oh, that wasn't Kathleen Kennedy's idea to have those shirts. That was part of a Nike event. Yeah, like Disney, who controls everything with their brand, didn't coordinate that with Nike. They had everybody's t-shirt size and everything. They even gave Kennedy the black Sith Lord one. Not gonna lie, the two on the left can get it. Women can enjoy this stuff just fine. Black Girl Gamers and Sweet Baby Inc. can also exist in gaming. But the problem is, they don't want us to exist in gaming. They don't want gamers to exist in gaming. Like I've been saying a lot lately, it would be one thing if Black Girl Gamers and Sweet Baby Inc. were just making games for the so-called modern audience and making things like Dustborn and Flintlock and Concord. But they're not just doing that. They're turning Spider-Man and Wolverine into Dustborn and Flintlock. I mean, look at MJ. Look at Jean Grey in those leaks for Wolverine. That's on purpose. They don't want games like Stellar Blade or Black Myth Wukong to exist because those are the games gamers actually like. And that's why MJ looked like a man. That's why Jean Grey, who I can't get over, they made Jean Grey look like some old, withered up old Karen. If Black Girl Gamers and Sweet Baby Inc. were just making Goodbye Volcano High and Validate, nobody would care. Yeah, we'd still make fun of them, even though these are original IPs. That's the thing. You gotta still make fun of dumb shit. And if they wanted to, they could complain and make fun of Stellar Blade or Lollipop Chainsaw. That would be fine. It's a big space and there's room for all of it. So, you can clown what I like, I can clown what you like, or ignore it, or whatever. The thing is, their shit would still fail because there's no such thing as a modern audience and nobody wants their DEI bullshit in games. But they could keep making them. But the thing is, they get mad when we laugh at Concord or Dustborn. They would have succeeded if you didn't talk shit about it. You're a vocal minority when they try to dismiss what you're saying. But then all of a sudden, you're, I don't know, like the empire and can get everybody, even normies, even people who want DEI so much, to listen to you and not buy a game like Concord. But the thing is, that's what they do when they write hit pieces on Black Myth Wukong or complain about Eve and Stellar Blade. They're trying to destroy Black Myth Wukong when they complain or write those hit pieces. They're trying to destroy Stellar Blade. They're not just criticizing them. They're using their platform to stop a game people are excited about from being successful so that publishers will stop making games like that completely. What you like is wrong and hurting society. We have to change it. And if you don't like it, it's not for you. Go away. That's the definition of woke. That's what it means to invade male spaces.